Hi, boys and girls. I've been waiting all week to meet with you. I can't wait to show you what I've discovered. I've been on a bug hunt. Not just looking for any bug. I've been looking for ants. Do you know what an ant looks like? Now, I know that an ant isn't normally this size, but I want you to see the ant from where you're sitting on the big screen. Ants are teeny tiny little creatures that we find everywhere around us. Now, boys and girls, this week, while I was reading my Bible, I discovered something very interesting about ants. You see, a long time ago, there was a very wise king, and his name was Solomon. And King Solomon wrote down some very wise things for us to remember to help us to make good choices. So while I was reading through Proverbs, I came across the ant. Really? Go to the ant, said King Solomon. Adventure, I thought, yes, I'm off. But then he said, go to the ant, you sluggard. Sluggard, I wondered. What's a sluggard? I had to go to a dictionary to find out what that word meant. A dictionary is a very special book that helps you know what words mean. Slug. No, it wasn't a slug. A sluggard. A lazy person. What a funny thing for a king to say. Go to the ant, you lazy person. And then he says, consider her ways and be wise. I want to be wise. So I thought I'd set off on a bug hunt this week. I would go looking for ants because I wanted to know what King Solomon wanted me to learn about ants. Boys and girls, do you know that ants come in all kinds of different shapes and sizes, just like we do? Boys and girls, did you know that ants come in all kinds of colours, just like we do? Boys and girls, we find ants everywhere, just like we do. Now, boys and girls, ants live in great big groups called colonies. And we live in great big groups called communities. Boys and girls, ants like to build skyscrapers, just like we do. They call their skyscrapers ant mounds or ant hills, and they can be found above the ground or below the ground. Now, boys and girls, when God made the ants, he made each of them with a very special job to do. And so ants are very organized little creatures. You see, God made the queen ant. Now, she's bigger than all the other ants in the ant mound, and her job is just to lay eggs. Imagine that, just laying eggs all day. And then God made a worker ant. Now, the worker ant is the ant who builds the skyscraper, who looks after the queen, who looks after the eggs, who feeds the babies, who cleans out the nest, and who goes looking for food. What a lot of jobs the worker ant has to do. And then God made a soldier ant. Can you see his mandibles? Soldier ants are always out there protecting the queen and protecting the babies and protecting the worker ants, protecting the nest from any danger. Boys and girls, did you know that we had special soldiers that help to keep our community safe? We have policemen too that help to keep our community safe. Now, boys and girls, ants never, ever do anything on their own. Never. You always find ants working together. They all have different jobs, but they all work together to get the job done. Now, ants are very focused. They know where they need to go, and so they travel in a line together to get the job done. You don't see ants running and shoving and pushing each other around. No, ants are very kind to each other. Do you know that if ants find food, they leave special trails behind so that other ants can also have some of that food? They're not greedy. They share what they have. Wow! Couldn't we learn something from the ants? Boys and girls, ants are also very creative problem solvers. Do you know sometimes it takes too long to go all the way down a tree and then all the way up a tree? So ants get really clever and they can make a bridge where they can swing from tree to tree and allow the other ants to cross over from the one side to the other. Wow! Ants are always looking out for each other. They're always helping each other and they're always working together to get the job done. Now, boys and girls, we know that ants are very strong. And if this was a great big piece of bread, a little tiny ant has the strength to lift this big breadcrumb, much bigger than what its body is. But you know what? He doesn't have to do it on his own because ants work together, boys and girls, to get their job done. My, what we could learn if we all worked together to help each other and to protect each other and to share what we have. Boys and girls, our government right now is asking us to be like the ants and to help each other. So I want you to remember that, boys and girls. We can learn a lot from the ants. And this week, when you're looking for something to do at home, how about you go on a bug hunt? How about you find some ants? And how about you see what you can learn from the ants? Until next time, boys and girls, see you later.